Geek Legion Games, and today we got an Ultra S Omnimon deck pro for you guys. A lot of you're probably wondering why this is here. To be a little different, and I have actually won a couple games with this card just doing some testing, and obviously if you're going against Beelzemon, this card ruins them. So this is something different than you see in other decks, of course, but everything it looks kind of the same except for a blue card here. But before I talk about my madness here and how this deck works for me really well, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and don't forget to check out our pro site at www.geeklegiongames.com for our Digimon singles, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh! And also, we just opened our case, obviously, if you haven't seen that picture. We got the Zord defeat thrown on the screen right here. I'm going to get that graded in this right after the holidays because, 4th of July is around the corner, and I don't want to get lost in package because, the madness going on. But we're going to get that graded, and we'll show you guys. It was packed fresh, so as soon as I opened that, Spinal Wolf, I had her come over. I'm not going to reveal her true name because, gotta keep name identity a secret, of course. But props to you, you know who you are. She opened that card, and she was like, holy shit, and I was like, oh my god. So we're going to get that card graded, and then we'll let you know what that if it comes at a 10 because it was literally out of the pack, and I got an inner sleeve and a sleeve, another sleeve for it, so it should be a 10 mint. But let's get with the deck profile. So the only egg we're gonna run here is Sonamon. Say the name, I almost said like cinnamon, whatever. But you're locked with this egg right here because the whole gimmick is you want to have 2 stacks going at the same time, and it requires other Digimon to Digivolve if you get this card draw. And no other egg really does that but this guy. We got our Agumons right here. I'm not going to really talk about Gabumon. The guy does the exact same thing, but this guy's going to look for a Greymon off the top 3, and or a Gabumon or Garurumon or Omni. So this is going to net you 2 cards, and then you put the rest on top of your deck. A lot of people are still putting on the bottom because we're just so used to that. But with this deck right here, and it's so piece reliant that if you're missing cards, you can't grab them right away. You put them on the top, you can draw them and play them later. And then the inheritable effect, but then the same as the Gabumon, it's going to, whenever you other stack Digivolves, gain a memory. So I'm not going to talk about the Gabu, basically does the exact same thing. We're going to go ahead and talk about this Agumon right here. This is going to be an arm play. We can Digivolve this in the bag. We really want the on play of this. Look at the top 4 cards of our deck. We're going to either add our missing Greymon if we really need it, or an Omnimon. But this is also going to get a Ties. So it says Tai Kamiya in its name. So obviously we have a tamer down here that also has Matashita. With the other tamers we got, it says this counts as Mat, and using an example here, it's pretty redundant. It's right here. So it says tie in name, even though it's at the back end here, it will grab us these ties. And then the inheritable on this is plus 1000 if it has Greymon in its stack or Omnimon. Obviously, we're either going to get this in our single stack Metal Greymons, or when we go ahead and DNA, and we'll get that plus 1000. Garurumon and Greymon do the exact same thing, but we'll just talk about this Garurumon right here since it's right here. When Digivolving, one of your other Digimon may Digivolve into a level 6 or lower Digimon with Greymon in its name from your hand for a reduced cost of 2. So hypothetically, once you go up to your level 3, level 4, you're going to essentially Evo into this Greymon for free. And then the gimmick here is when you're going to do this when Digivolving, you're going to go ahead and get this Garurumon into where Garurumon, and then you get it, right? It's going to keep going like this until you effectively climb up into your level 6s. So we're going to go ahead and talk about Crest Garurumon right here because the Metal Gray and the word Garu have the exact same blocker, inheritable, and on face value as well. So Crest Garu right here has 3 effects. 2 of them are identical to the other one except for the top one. So we're talking about the top ones here, and really we'll talk about the bottom ones. When Digivolving, activate one of the effects below. Choose, for this one, top one, choose any of your opponent's Digimon that add up to a total of 6 and return to the bottom of your deck. This is basically a Black Greymon effect. If you have Black in the source and Red, you do 3 and 3 and delete them. This is going to take 2 bodies and spit them back in the bottom. In the middle stack right here, you're obviously the gimmick keeps going on. Your other stack can go into a Greymon in your hand without paying the memory cost this time. So when you go into this, you can use the middle effect right here, get your Metal Greymon. This is like if you pass like 1 or 2 memory, you can get your Metal Greymon right here and go right into Blitz Greymon. Then once you have Blitz Greymon right here, you could, if you want to, if you don't have Ultra S, you can Digivolve 1 of 3 of your opponent's Digimon. So Digivolve one of 3. So that means you can take 3 Digimon and Digivolve one of them each time. Just one of 3. And then the middle one here, you can do the Guru one. If you're Garurumon, you have the Crest Guru, you can go into Crest Guru. And then both of them at the bottom of each one of these, they have this Digimon can DNA. So if you have Alter S, you can go ahead and DNA. If you pass turn, you go right into Omni S Alter. Inheritables I'll talk about here. When attacking, if this Digimon has Omnimon in its name, you trash top card of your security, which is pretty big. We'll talk about a combo you can do with Alter B in a second. And then attacking one here, if you have Omnimon in its name, return one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon to the bottom of the deck, which is also very nice. Now into the big boss monster. We've got Alter S here. When Digivolving, even though you're DNA into this, you can Digivolve for 6 if you really want to, and then you can get reduced cost value to how many tamers you have in the field. So for when Digivolving, whether you DNA or not, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 8,000 DP or less, and then return one of your opponent's level 6 or higher Digimon to the bottom of the deck. So effectively, you can just blow up 2 things, but one of them going to the bottom of the deck. All turns when this Digimon would leave the battle area. So this means like Chaos deck, top anywhere top of security, bottom of your security, top of your deck for whatever reason, or back into your hand. If it's not done by you, you get to play out 1 Blitz Greymon and 1 Crest from its sources and play them for free, and then this Digimon gets recovered at the bottom of your security. Very big, very nice to do. Because then what you can do here, you play these 2 out. They have no way of getting rid of these. You go ahead and draw another one of this and just do it all over again. Very, very good. Alter B. This card is basically our game finisher along with Merciful Mode. So when Digivolving, and Digivolves 2 with an Omnimon in name. So when Digivolving, is Digivolve 3, one of your opponent's Digimon, and then you can delete one of your Digimon that's on their side of the play with adds up to a total cost of 6 and delete them. Or choose any of your opponent's Digimon. So let's say they have 1 Digimon on the field, you Digivolve a 3, you just basically kill it. If you Digivolve a 3 and then also it's a rookie, they have another rookie on the field, and just go ahead and delete them too. When attacking, here's a combo you do right here. By trashing 3 level 6 or higher Digimon and its sources, you get to delete one of your opponent's lowest play costs, Digimon or Tamer, don't matter, and just delete them for every one you trash. If you trash up to 3, you get to trash 2 of your opponent's security. So before you activate this, activate your inheritables of your Blitz Gray and Crest Guru first. Then go ahead and activate this. You can stack the when attacking, but you make sure you add do these, especially this one. You get to automatically burn 1. Then this burns 2 more. So you're burning 3 security. So if they're at 3, you go into this, you basically have game. You're going to basically burn 3 security and this checks for game. And for some reason, if you go into this Digimon right here and you cannot finish the game and you need a little extra turn, you can go right ahead and Digivolve 3 on top of Alter B into Merciful Mode, because all it says Digivolve 3 with the name's Omnimon. So you can go into this. When Digivolving for each card with Mega and its traits, you get to delete one of your opponent's Digimon, and then place 10 cards from your opponent's trash at the bottom of your security. So you'll have 4 sources, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you'll go ahead and just blow up 4 things. Very nice board wipe. And you get to start of your turn, trash top card. You're basically trashing this to burn a security. So if you need that burn out security, then you can have this inheritable, burn another one, and then this will swing for game. And if they have somehow 1 more left, you can trash the next 3, and then there you go. So that's basically all over Digimon. Not much to go after this. We're going to talk about our mats here real quick. Mat and ties. Your turn when you play a Gabumon or Agumon by suspend this tamer, gain a memory. It's simple as that. A neat thing you can do with we'll talk about this first, and then we'll talk about what another combo you can do with your stacks. So when one of your Digimon Digivolves, if you have 1 or few Digimon in the field, you may play out one of these out for free, right, without paying the memory costs. Also, another thing you can do too is like if you have, let's say you have the Agumon, right, you're just pushing out, you got no Digimon in the field, you're going to go into Greymon. When you go into Greymon, it's when Digivolving is going to be pending. Also, the Mat and Tie are going to go off at the same time. You're going to activate this ability first by spitting out the Gabumon. When it's being played out, you're going to then tap this Tamer or Tamers and gain a memory. Now, obviously, the other ones are going to trigger off this at the same time, but now you'll have more than 2 Digimon, so this effect would effectively fail, but you just need it to happen one time. But you'll gain memory if you have multiples. So you'll do the on-play effect of Gabumon right here, which is going to search the top 3 cards, and you're going to find whatever missing pieces for your Greymon, and that will be that. And then this will, when Digivolving, will be next to go off. You'll find your Garurumon, go into this, and then you'll get where I'm going with it. This, and then you can go right into this, to this, to this, to this, to this, to this, and then go to game that way. And you can do all that for as little as 1 memory, which is insane. As long as they don't have anything to block your memory gain or block the reduced cost when Digivolving, you are golden. That is basically the one thing this deck struggles with. If your opponent has any Digimon that stops 1 memory gain off the rookies, or 2, or both, your cost reduction, you're basically paying full price. And if you're paying full price, you're not going anywhere. And another reason this deck also loses too is because if you have 2 5-level stacks, right, whatever, and they just blow one out of the water, and you have to rebuild and you can't do it, you effectively lose. So you just gotta watch out what your meta's playing. If you're playing in a meta with a bunch of Setcon or decks that like, Mastemon's coming up or whatever, because a lot of these decks are running around. Mastemon thrives, which is Lucemon play now. You can just kill a stack. So just keep a watchful eye. If you have a play area that's not playing anything like that, this is the deck to go to. It's very big. It's got blockers, reboot, and all that fun stuff. Black Membus, all of our pieces except for Alter S and Omnimon Merciful Mode, and obviously our options and tamers are just all black. So you're gonna find literally anything you're looking for. It's an extension rookie, and yeah, that's what Black Membus for. A one-off copy of the Beast Blade Shining Dragon. This is a mouthful right here. Basically, this card right here, as long as we have one of our tamers, or at least blue or red. Basically, you need to have your tamer out. Or if we have the blue and you have the red Agumon out here, you can go ahead and activate one of the effects below. So let's say you got Crest Garou and you have an Agumon chilling at the side here. You're going to go right ahead and use that, and this Agumon will warp Digimon into this Blitz. Basically, that's what that does. Same rules are going to apply. If you have... the reason you can't do that with the Garurumon, because we obviously don't have a blue-black Gabumon to do that. That'd be really nice if we can get that. But unfortunately, the new Gabumons we're getting are going to be purple, so we can't really do that. So if it were the other case around, we're going to have the Matentai. We have our Gabumon here with the Blitz Greymon to go right into Crest Garou. Very nice. That's what those effects, basically what that card does. Basically, it takes your any level 3, 4, or 5, if you're practically you want to do it in your level 3s or 4s to warp right into your level 6. Go ahead and activate the DNA, Digivolve, and go into Alter S. Then B, possibly Merciful Mode if you really need to, but you'll end the game with like this. Then finally we have Blue Card. This is basically, you can play Black Membus if you really want to, but this card really shines. As long as we have a Tamer in play, we don't have to use the color requirements. We also do have white here too, so if we just have the white Digimon, we can activate this. But whole gimmick is, if we're missing a piece, this is another, shot in the dark. It's not really a shot in the dark, because every time I play this, I've always hit something with it. Reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. You may Digivolve one of your Digimon that's a non-white Digimon for free, and then put the rest at the bottom. And if you can't, obviously, Digivolve, you get to add 1 Digimon to your hand and put the rest at the bottom. So if you have like your 2 level 6s and you need to find Alter S, this will find it, pick up that white Digimon, and you just go ahead and DNA. As long as you've kept turn, obviously, right? And then if you're missing, let's say you're missing a Blitz Greymon, if you have Crest Garou, you play this for 3, go to 0, you find it, boom, you get a Digivolve on your stack, go ahead and DNA, Alter S, Alter B game. So that's basically it. This is really the deck here. You'll find different variations. You probably won't find Merciful Mode. It's a tech I'm willing to play, and it has come up multiple times when in testing against people who like to play Beelzemon. This is where it really shines with, or other decks that depend on the trash. This card really shines with that. But all other than that, it doesn't really care about, I'm going to put 10 cards at the bottom of your deck, and that's that. And then, win by this effect here. But let me know your thoughts, comments below. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.